So, like the group is separated. Zeph has his hands full. You know, the people are coming in and out, doing a bunch of stuff in his restaurant. Our followers of Tyr have come back, and the regent is asked to speak to them. So they've met in the main hall, main worship hall, and there is no one there. There are six people that stand before her, along with, you know, our bear, Bjorn. So the regent goes, as some of you know, I have struck a deal with the current queen of Hubshan, that she is going to adopt our sovereign and make her the official brother of Hubshan. In her folly, she has granted us even better position than her betrothal to him. Because once she makes this official, it's like he becomes the next in line to the throne if something happens to her immediately. Unlike if she was betrothed, if something would happen to her before the marriage, then it's nothing. So I task you all to play along with Prince or the Queen, the current Queen, and once everything is official, we will make sure that she can maintain her position and her people. If we feel that her scope of influence starts wavering, a strong hand will take its place. And by strong hand, I mean yours, Emberol, and its place will be upon Ava's throat as it rips it out, and our sovereign will then rule. But the letter of the land dictates that he will not be old enough to rule, and he will need a regent to stay in his place. And I will humbly accept my place as regent. Now let us hope it does not come to this, and Ava does not falter. But Sir Charles, it's like you are a trusted aide and trusted friend to all of Ava's people, and trusted. I trust that you will not waver in this decision of the things that I ask you to test Ava and her champions and her resolve.
My duty is to the crown of the West.
So don't forget, soon they will be to the future king of the West and East together. As I am the voice of the future queen for now, while I am regent.
As part of one of the last noble houses of the West, that is how I always viewed the crown of the West.
So she says good. And the first thing I ask both you and Emberwall to do, behead the two soldiers beside of you. For they allowed our prisoner to escape because they let people in through the door. Those are the two
on the out that
are right beside of you.
Hammer smash to the face of both of them. Can you roll anything or?
Nope. They take it.
Okay.
Are you gonna feed Emberwall's hand, or Or are you doing it both?
Well, I'm sure he'll do one side and I'll do the other.
Yeah, like while they're standing right beside them.
Yeah.
So, all right, put them down. Hold on, before you do that. I wanted to flip over. So, bam. So we flipped over, and so we see them. We see them down. They're down. One's head is cracked open like a walnut, and the other is rolling on the ground. The two soldiers in the back are our friends that were also there both times that the people left. She says, "Step forward, you two." She said, after the fiasco of Emberwall letting Thane out, I planted an all-seeing eye down in the chambers. So I saw everything. I saw you all behead the sorcerer that was tricked by something moving around down there. So, some type of small shadow moving around. I saw then that you then let so our current prisoner escape too, under the guise that Tyr would speak to you. I knew after the first time that Tyr would not speak to such low soldiers and such weak-minded fools. I promoted you to give you a chance because I knew that you would be exploited again, possibly, and find out if it was true. Sadly, my intuition was correct and that you would fail me again. But you also didn't completely fail me. As in that you allowed my trap to be sprung against these so-called rogues that were moving around in the bottom. So we couldn't get any information from the first rogue, but we did find out quite a bit of information with them moving around and leaving. It's like one of which I have seen before, and his name's Slick. So the other one, I do know that his name is Shadowscar. So even though my informants tell me that the Shadowscar that I had met was maybe not the same one. So I want you two to then decide who's first. Since you are always complaining about who wants to speak to Tyr first, I have the ability to let you speak to Tyr directly. So please, who wants to go first to speak to Tyr directly? No one? These guys have acted since they did their drink. They've acted. They've been down. So it's like, she's like, you all have been blessed, have you not? Should you not want to speak to Tyr a third time? So to stand upon his glory. Do you not wish it? So she goes, Emberwall, step up. So, Emberwall, have you ever directly spoken to Tyr and Tyr answer back and be in your presence?
No.
So she looks at them and be like, do you not believe one of the most faithful would have Tyr appear to him and not just speak? So Sir Charles, step up. Sir Charles, has Tyr ever spoken and appeared to you?
Yes. I stand before you today because of Tyr.
Is it, and am I not here because of you?
Yes.
So this is why I give you a little bit more leeway, because I know that you directly have been touched by Tyr, and he has told me myself that you, sir, are my counterbalance in my scales. So I am one side of the scale and you are the other. So tell me, sir, it's like these two have failed in front of me. What should their punishment be for failing not once, but twice?
I believe that we let this matter be settled by trial by combat. That is our custom, that whoever is the victor will be absolved of their sins, and whoever will die will meet Tyr face to face. So the balance being that one will live and one will die, but they will decide that.
I agree. But I think, though, that the combat should be settled by the faithful and the hapless. So Sir Charles, please step up and prove their faith by slaying them or having them slay you. So we will do it in the traditional way, the ancient way. So no dodging, no moving.
How does his bear feel about this?
His bear has been.
I know
his bear has been enthralled by because she has a thing as she can control animals. She has dominated the animal.
Since she doesn't have a bear right now of her own, I have basically given this.
Well, I know you let her borrow him, but I didn't know.
Not to mention it's drunk.
Yeah.
No, it's not drunk. I gave really little ones on purpose.
So
Hasn't had anything to drink in a long time.
So this is it. She says, throw down your shields. So no one has any shields, which you didn't have any to begin with. And so they throw down their shields, which that lowers their AC. And she says, the first to fall, apparently, that's throwing off the scales, is it not? Shouldn't it be 1 and 1 to balance and see the faithful? One of these two probably has enough faith to remain in service. So, but then maybe they actually do believe and they've been blessed by Tyr. So, if you would get cut down, Sir Charles, then we're still left with 2 in balance. So choose, attack both, attack one, but they will also attack you. So
I'm not okay with this.
no,
You're not there.
I was supposed to be okay with it.
I knew what was coming, so
So she's like, prove your worth, my counterbalance.
Did people not go with you? Like our people?
No, this is just his crew with Westeros.
This is
And
it's
Daenerys.
Hey, this is worse than Westeros. Okay.
But had I not had to leave because of Bob,
Yeah, you don't even know this is going on.
No,
you wouldn't have been
You
allowed.
stop running away from the party.
You would have been allowed inside.
I would have tried really hard.
For somebody that says don't split the party, she's always the first to run off.
Okay, so they
You all were drunk. You probably didn't even notice I left.
They actually probably didn't find it. So they're gonna roll with advantage because they're helping each other.
Okay.
Okay. I'm pretty sure 22 hits you.
Yep.
That's 7 damage
Okay.
between the two of them.
Now are we using weapons or are we using unarmed strikes?
Nope, it's weapons.
Weapons.
So as you can use your weapons. Your natural abilities you can do.
Okay.
So there's no movement. It's like a pistol. It's like a pistols duel where you just
Right.
think of it as a boxing match.
When you both have to have a foot inside the tire, like when they were training Creed.
Okay.
All the good shots.
19 hit.
18 hits. They don't have their shield.
I can use divine on it.
You can. But
Is there any? Let's see here.
which you can axe or sword.
Let's do axe guy first because he's
Axe
to the
guy.
right of my hammer. Alright, we'll do that. That'll be. Making sure I get this right here. I know it went up. So the initial attack will be a 13 damage,
13.
and then I'm going to add level 4 divine smite, which will be
Put him out-
5d8s.
Try to put him out of his misery early.
1. That's 1. The first one was 1. 19. One more. 21 plus 13.
There's using my d8s.
Okay, so the
Did
radiant
you
is
have some
half.
type of feat?
And I can also use Crusher, which moves him 5 feet. But
That's,
if-
that's not the point.
yeah, so
Or not, you're not supposed to move.
okay, well,
You
then
just sit there and
all right.
it's like you
Yeah.
you can dodge right there, but
Yeah.
so you
Yeah, so 31.
so 31. So that is halved because they're resistant to radiant.
Okay, and since I use my attack action, my second attack does a 24 hit.
24 hits.
All right. Let's do the same thing again. 8 for the initial bludgeoning damage. And 3, 10, 12, 20, 23.
It's 1,000.
1. 24.
So it's down to 12.
That's all I can do on that.
Yeah, he's barely standing.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna attack again.
Okay.
19. Okay. Oh, it's time. They both are gonna swing and hit. It's 22 points of damage.
Okay.
That's all they can do.
Okay. Hit the one with axe again.
Thanks again.
Let's see here, Dino. Say 17 hit.
Yep, 17 hits.
Alright. Then 3. Be level. That's 4. 3. And, 3 for the bludgeoning. Then 6. Let's say 14. 26 radiant.
How did you hit him?
Brought the hammer down his head.
So as you swing, he just actually just starts swinging. He just lowers his axe down, and then you try to dodge it, and he looks over, he looks over,
I'm first.
and he looks over. He says, "For the first time, I'm first." So, and he's smashed and down. And the other one just drops, and drops his weapon and lowers his hands. And it's just he knew it was coming. Like it's like what I saw drinking that whatever. It's like I knew this was coming. He comes over to you. Yeah, he comes
So
over.
Emberwall just heard that those were prophetic scenes in his head.
Yeah.
So he was like, he's like, I don't want my vision to come true in me. So in me now.
I'm gonna meet the Queen's gaze to get either her approval or disapproval. I'm gonna have the hammer raised to see how she.
So she goes. She says, "If you wish to live or die, it's like I have a special mission for you. That may or may not give you what you wish." So he huffs very gently, and it's like he knew. It's like he knew this was going to happen. And he goes. And he goes, yes, my queen. He starts walking out, and she's like, I haven't given you the mission yet. He turns and looks, and he goes, I believe I already know it. Thanks to Tyr. And he leaves. So she looks, and she sort of looks a little proud. She's like, we will see if what he believes is true, or that Tyr is actually speaking to us the way it's supposed to.
You know he's off to kill Ava, right?
So he said, everyone, I need you to dispose of these bodies, take their armor and give it to those who are worthy. He gives Emberwall a list of people to promote with the good armor that was through here. So
I guess the bear's hungry.
So that's no one will find the bodies then. So
Bear poop.
and with that we will fade away from this section.